everyone, I'm Kavya Dhakal, a student here at Babylon National School studying in grade 9, and for this week's episode of Babylon Kidcast, I'm here with my brother and senior Kushagra Bhattarai. Welcome, brother.
Thank you, Kavya, and hello to you.
So starting off, how's the Kathmandu weather been treating you?
It has been treating me well. It is converting quite frequently. It's rainy sometimes, it's sunny sometimes. How is it treating you?
Yes, the weather patterns are quite good right now. I'm just trying to take in the peak of July in before it starts getting cold again towards the end of August.
Ah,
So, do you like studying in this weather?
studying. It changes with the weather. Sometimes it's fun to study, while sometimes it gets boring because due to the rain, as you know. What about you?
So, I like studying at night when it's raining, and studying during the summer is always so fun because you guys have so much energy. But the winter, however, it takes a toll. What I do is I put my heater on my table so that I'm motivated to get out, put the heater directly towards my face and study. So this kind of weather is enjoyable for studying.
Winter is definitely hard to study, right?
Yes.
It's summer is a ideal time to study more, but in winter it's not quite possible to do that.
Yeah, we could say it's not possible. It's not that but still, end of the day, it's up to us.
Yeah, it's up to us, but it's the
The
hardness.
environment
it's, yeah,
plays
difficulty.
a factor. Yes. So, since we brought up the topic of studying, could you share what patterns and what techniques you use since you're in grade 10, you're preparing for SEE, that our viewers might be interested in?
My technique is just that I don't try to rot anything at all. I just try to study by understanding what it means. And so that if the question asks me something from a different angle, I can easily answer the questions through my understanding. And I also have made a schedule like per week. Like in the week one, I want to finish biology from science, or in the second week, I want to complete algebra from math and OMATs. That's the way I've been doing it, and it has been treating me well, and it has been easier for me to study nowadays, now that I have implemented those techniques. What about you? What do you use?
So I really like the point that you mentioned of not rote memorizing and not going down that way, and rather trying to understand and put ourselves into those concepts. So for me, I'm going term-wise this year, and since it's the midterm and still towards the beginning of ninth grade only, so I'm trying to absorb as much content as possible, try to absorb as much like a sponge, so that later on I can go to further learn those and revise those. So that's my plan for now, but I will soon be converting into a monthly or bi-weekly format.
That seems like a good plan. How was your previous exam? How was it?
So the first term was a really good learning experience. It helped put a lot of things into perspective, as we had PAPS on board questions for the first time, and also the ninth grade, the higher standard, the secondary level exam for the first time. So we learned a lot throughout it, what to study and how to study, and I'll soon be using these outcomes and things that I've learned moving forward.
That's nice.
How was your first term?
My first term, it was good. It was as same as yours. It came from Paption, and yeah, I have been looking at it. It's a good way. The first term, it has been like a mirror of my reflection of my progress so far, and it gave me a good rough sketch of what has been going till to grade 10 till now. And I really quite enjoyed it, and it's helping me to keep the journal of what I have to do and what I have to improve.
Yes, I really like that fact that you mentioned out about writing down, keeping journals, and keeping tracks of the things that we are doing. So, aside from studying, do you have any other big plans this year, or how are you planning to manage that in grade 10?
Me, I specifically try to keep study in my top priority, because study is everything and it's important. It's important for our future as well. And I do not have quite many plans this year. Besides studying, as you know, it's my SE this year, and my top priority right now is to just study for SE and try to get good results.
Yes. So, the other years and the other time when you are free, when you have leisure and spare time, what are some extracurriculars that you like to take part in?
Oh, I like to study, read books, and I like to play multiple sports. I know how to play a lot of sports, so that it does not have any way of directing what I have to do. So I can play any sports I want in any day.
So, could you mention some?
Mm, I can play cricket, I can play volleyball, I can play basketball, I can play name the game, and I know how to play it. It's that much.
So, do you have any experiences with tennis?
Tennis, tennis is an exception because I do not know how to play tennis. And what about you?
No, that's just a game that I've been watching and getting into recently, so that's why I wanted to ask.
Oh.
Now, any other games that you like to play with your friends?
I personally like to go swimming with my friends to swim. I feel like swimming is a life-saving skill that must be learned by everyone. And I play cricket, volleyball, anything with my friends. Like me, my friends are also they also like to play multiple sports at once. So we are matched up. We want to play anything that we play anything that we want to any day.
Yes, I liked your point about friends being matched up. So for me, the sport that I like a lot is swimming. I've been doing it continuously the past 3 years over every summer, and it's, as you mentioned, it's a life-saving skill, and it's also a fun way to stay active, I believe.
Definitely.
Yes. So aside from sports, any other things that you can mention are your hobbies?
My hobbies, I like to act in movies, act anywhere, and I also like to write sometimes. I write anything from literature to scripts, and I often try to test my IQ and gain gain general knowledge to be specific from different books. Yeah, that's it. What about you?
So for me, I also really like writing. As a child, I was an avid reader and I used to love reading. I used to finish so many books in a year. And now I'm moving towards writing as I also want to one day be someone's favorite author. So mostly I write in the poetry or metaphorical style. I haven't really moved on to the prose and non-fiction yet. And the other things that I'm learning is I'm learning guitar as we have guitar classes here at school. I'm practicing that at home as well.
So you mentioned you like guitar. Since when have you been learning guitar?
So I've been learning it since grade 7 actually, but it was only for a half of the year, so I didn't get to learn that well. But from 8, I have been practicing and slowly improving.
That's
An
nice.
instrument is a lifelong learning process, so
Exactly. And on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate yourself?
oh god. So I'll ask this question back to you because for me, I don't really want to point it. Of course, the answer would want, of course, I would like to reach 9 or 9.5 in the upcoming years, but for now, I'll give a solid 7.
A 7 for you.
Yes, so the question back to you.
How do I think, how well you play guitar?
No. As in how you rate your performance in your extracurriculars.
Oh, me, I would also rate myself a 7. It's that I have a lot of room to improve, but can't quite get the time to improve myself because it's SE and we are getting pressurized. So yeah, I can't quite find myself time on being improving myself on the extracurricular level.
Yes, but that could just be one aspect that you can shelf for this year and come back to it later. Always, even if we don't think we're doing self improvement, some way indirectly, while doing good and working well, we are self improving. So keep the spirit up, brother. So the other thing that you mentioned was acting in movies. So we already touched a bit on the writing part. Could you share how you got your start in that?
It's quite interesting. I started off my career, the film industry career, from a simple picture that my father posted. As you might know, my father is from entertainment background, and he has a lot of friends and followers from the entertainment sector. And once he posted my picture, a solo picture, and and his friends and followers, they saw the picture and they thought I was fit for a role in a movie, in a short film, to be exact, in a short film called Oh My Man. And that's how I got into the movie. And prior to the movie, I had played into different advertisements and different music videos, and that's how I got my debut into the entertainment industry. Then after the short film, I played numerous mini advertisements and music videos, and I think I started my actual film career through Pizza Back again, and that's how it all started, and here I am today.
So it seems you have a lot of acting credits under your belt. So throughout that entire journey, what were some struggles you faced and what did you learn from them?
There were a lot of struggles. As anyone else, I was quite shy facing the camera at the beginning. I was scared of the camera. I was thinking like, if I don't act well, how will the people that watch the movie afterwards say? What will they say about me? What will they speak? What would they feel? And that's why I got really scared when I faced the camera. I was shivering when I saw the camera when it was pointed at me. But then I kind of faced it all, and I, I I talked with the director, and he convinced me that it's nothing. It's nothing at all. It's just a camera. It's just a tool. It's non-living thing. It does not know anything. And then I was pretty convinced with it. Then I started acting very nicely. I owe my career to him, and it all began like that. Then now I am not scared of the camera at all. I can face the camera pretty easily. And now I would like to say to anyone who is up and coming and facing the camera, I would like to say that they feel shy about coming up and saying something in front of camera. I like to say it's not you are not supposed to do that, because everybody feels that. You are not the only one that feels it. Everybody feels that. Even if the people watching, the audience watching, even if they were to come in your perspective, in your role, they would feel shy, and they couldn't act well. And now if you think about that in that way, you can easily act all of it up. So like you said, my biggest struggle was getting over this sigh factor. And after I got over this sigh factor, it was pretty good. Everything was smooth, and yeah, here I am today.
So I really like that you mentioned the shy factor. So one thing that I think people get wrong is the difference between just shy and introverted. Being introverted can be a good thing. That means you take your own time to rest and practice. But being shy could be a bad thing because it prevents you from having access to a variety of opportunities. Whereas if you're introverted, that just means you take your rest and your time alone. So I like that point that you mentioned of eliminating the shy factor and acknowledging the camera is just a tool. It's just a non-living thing. It does not have any essence, and it is up to us to best utilize it.
Absolutely.
Yes. So, could you share a unique story or a vivid experience that you remember from all of these various credits?
I remember once it was a sunny day, and the scene from a specific movie. It was that I had to go on top of a mountain with my brother from the film, and I had to go on top of a mountain and convince my brother that his life is worth living, and he's not supposed to be sad about it. But the fact is that the mountain was very steep. It was very tall, and the scene was supposed to have a shower in it. It was supposed to rain, but our plan, as I said, it was a very sunny day, and our plan was that we'll use some water, artificial showers to make it feel like it's raining. But while on our way up, halfway up, it started raining, and like I said, the climb was very hard, very tough. And then we had the river on. It's like this. There is a river on the left side, then there is a cliff on the right side. So, and we are climbing on the mountain, and it was completely scary without the rain. And then started pouring hard. It started pouring very hard, and after it started to rain, it got more harder. It was slippery. The soil, it was degrading, and but somehow, by taking numerous rests and breaks, and due to luck, I managed to climb, me and all of my team, my squad, they managed to climb the mountain and we got into the scene. That scene, it was so, it is so engraved in my memory that I still remember it clearly like it was yesterday. And yeah, that's the most scary experience that I've ever had in my film industry.
So it seems that the universe found out about your script to make an artificial rain shower, and it ended up giving you a natural one,
Definitely.
albeit at the wrong timing. So, one story that I have, similar to yours, though not as drastic and life threatening, was when I was on set. It was a really big house that we were using, and it was a house where the owners had gone to the USA on vacation, and they were returning 2 days after we finished filming. So it was an ad, and there were cameras all set up over the place. There was stuff, there was extra clothes, and all of the normal things that we see on set. And there was actually a hidden door in the bedroom. So when we took our breaks, we used to go up to that bedroom, and one day one of our producers ended up falling down the stairs.
Oh,
So we got him up. Nothing happened, thankfully, but it was quite an experience to remember. It was my first big acting gig. It was for CG Group's Maltesing product. So all of these stories on set are really funny, and they're also something we can learn from.
what else have you done? You mentioned advertisement. What else have you done?
So I did a music video when I was 6 years old. So it was for T. Suman Jones. He's an engineer and a singer. So it was a very old song, and he had written it himself. And it was touching on a young boy's dream to learn music and to learn engineering as well, and to move forward his career in that way. So quite a touching song.
So I mentioned that you shouldn't be shy while facing the camera. What was your experience when you faced the camera?
So-
Because I remember myself being not able to act when I first saw the camera. What was it with you?
So for me, I've been doing speeches and presentations on stage since a very early age, but having a camera in front of you and acting as another character is a bit different. So for me, when we went to the office of the studio that was producing the ad, they put me through a lot of warm-ups, and on the first day I was really, really scared. So an exercise that we did was they had me scream and shout. So just imagine an 8-year-old Kavya screaming and shouting in a room, in an office room with a closed door. So that was what the first day was like. But from the second day, they came to pick me up at my home, and then slowly I started getting the hang of it from there. And now I really enjoy being in front of the camera, and I even use my own phone or laptop camera from time to time if I do want to document something.
That's nice. And are you planning to do something relating to entertainment sector in the future or in the present?
So for this year, I really want to look and see what will happen, but I would love to be a part of the entertainment industry as a side job or side hustle in the coming years after I finish my undergrad or 12th.
That's nice.
So, segueing into plans for the future, could you share any that you have for after 10? Because this is the long awaited vacation that most kids wait for, and many people just study to get through it and to get to that point. Could you share what your plans are?
Like you said, it's a long awaited holiday. 3 months is a long time, and I would like to use that time to catch up in everything, like everything that I've missed due to preparation of SE. I'd like to continue my ECA slash CCA activities that I have left off due to SE, and I would also like to visit many places. I love traveling, and yeah, I would like to improve myself, travel, and I would like to learn new things during the time and make the time memorable. Like for the future, when I am old and when I am grown up, I want to make the post SE time such a time that I would remember it for the entirety of my life.
So, the spring of 10th grade. play by Kushagra Bhattarai. Something along those lines.
Yes, and I would also like to act in the movies because back in the day, I was quite clueless with what it would be like to be in front of the screen, looking at myself in the screen. But nowadays, I have grasped the idea how it feels and how it is being in front of a screen, and I think that I would do quite a well job now that I have grasped the idea and I'm not shy anymore to face the camera. And yeah, I would definitely love to act in the future.
So, since you've brought up acting in the future, could you share if you have some idols or people you take as inspiration when it comes to the entertainment industry, and if you've learned anything from seeing their story?
I admire Shahrukh Khan. Since a very young age, he has been acting since I was not born, and since I was born, I was watching the movies with my families. They love Shahrukh Khan, and I was inspired to be like him. I was so inspired that in I think in first grade or something, I had my hair like him. You know the hair, right?
Yes.
And I had his hair, but it was not allowed actually. And well, that's that. And I was really inspired by how he is, and I even said to my parents that if I'd ever want to be like someone in my future, it would be Shahrukh Khan. And his movies really inspired me to act. And when I got the invitation to act, all that was in my mind was just Shahrukh Khan. Like I was imagining me being Shahrukh Khan. That's it, and that was my inspiration for the movies. I am not quite Shahrukh Khan right now, but let's see.
Let's see, yes. So you are the second person that I've met who absolutely adores Shahrukh Khan in this way. Another person was a teacher and a mentor of mine, Prayash Oza sir. He's in USA right now, but he was all about that SRK lifestyle. He used to give that pose at so many events. Even now in the USA, he clicks in that pose, and he also made it to WrestleMania.
Wow.
So to watch it, the Philadelphia Convention Center WrestleMania. So he says that his inspiration is also Shahrukh Khan. So two people I've met now.
That's nice. That's nice to hear somebody else is admirer like me.
And yes, so he's also climbing up the ranks now. So we can see similar patterns
Huh.
in people throughout. So could you share any more stories you have of being in the film industry and what it was like?
In the film industry, I realize I am thinking about it that after like 1 2 films, the acting was really a easy job for me. I would go there, I would speak in front of camera, do my role, act it out, and I would return. And it's all that. It was just I was getting multiple one shots, and I was getting multiple no takes, no one shots. So it was very fun to do that, and it was so good that my friends, directors, and all, if they see that it's my role incoming, they would say you can do it in like 5 10 minutes. That's how good I was in acting then. I don't know how I am right now. I should test myself. So yeah.
Okay, so I did like that point that you mentioned that you should take it as a second skin.
Exactly.
Okay, so now since we've discussed so much about the actual acting part, behind the scenes, you said that you like script writing and would like to get more into that. Would you like to be a producer or director anytime soon?
I would like to be an actor first, and then seeing forward, I absolutely love making films or acting in them. So, having that hobby in the side, the possibility of me being an actor and or a director is very high. Director or producer.
So, what will you go to college for? Do you want to study more into the film arts and cinematography, or will you do it as something on the side? Any specific plans for that?
I actually plan to study computer science in my higher education because I quite like computer, and it makes me excited. It makes me feel excited, and but I would like to keep my acting hobby on the side, and I would like to progress with my studies on choosing what I like, and taking The subject of entertainment might be a possibility, but let's see.
Yes. So yeah, I too do really enjoy the computer science subject. Yesterday I was out all day working on front end, HTML, CSS, and it's a fun thing to learn. It incorporates a lot of logic, and I really liked where you're coming from. Is that we can keep our hobbies to the side and keep our main thing on the other side and keep progressing forward in both of them. So, what? So you already mentioned that you would like to say to the younger generations and future child stars for them to take the camera as a friend. Do you have any other advice for them?
Like I said, the sci factor is mostly the part, and the another tip for acting is be just read the script that you are provided, and then see and think that if I was this character, what would I do? Create scenarios and act in the perspective of that specific character or the role, and then I think that helps you to get how the actor is, how the character is made, and get immersed into the role even more than you can. And if you can do that effectively, I think you can definitely be a good actor.
So, are there any other acting exercises that you use that you could share?
Me personally, I just use the script as a guideline. I check the script, I see the script, I check what kind of character it is, what kind of character it was meant to be, and according to that I create my own dialogues and rules. And a different experience is that by doing this, I have bent the script multiple times. The directors thought it was better than the actual script due to this. Now if you can do that, then you can definitely do a good job in the entertainment industry, just by creating the more immersed version of the role.
So you really put an emphasis on first read the script, understand it thoroughly, and maybe try to improv as the character.
Yes.
So a lot into improvisation.
Yes. I think improvisation is one of the most difficult part, and one of the most useful part about the industry, that I think many people fail to do that, which makes the film bland, and it does not quite meet your expectations. So if one can do that and one can get fully immersed into the role, in my opinion, I think they are a really great actor and they have a really bright future in front of them. So if you are watching this, and if you want to be a good actor, or you want to play in a role or something, then I think you should be able to get read the script, understand the character, and get fully immersed into it, so that you can become a better actor in the future.
So these improvisation skill actually comes from root skills like critical thinking and analysis and understanding the text.
Yeah,
Have a
definitely.
large reading comprehension of the script that is given to you by the writers who've been there and working for hours on it.
Yes.
Yes. So we talked about the director room, the actor room, and just wanting to be a writer in your own right. What would you feel about being part of a writer's room, in a room with people with different perspectives, trying to come up with something along the lines of a TV show or movie for streaming services? Do you have any thoughts on that?
I would love to be in a writer's room and write with multiple people. See, when writing a script, it's not it's about ideas. It's like the script writer thinks about the ideas. They try to improvise it, and they try to create a scenario where they can put an emphasis on what the rule are meant to be. So if I am a part of the writers team, I'd be really excited, because I want to create something with brilliant minds of writers. And if I were to do that, I think I'd be able to grasp the idea of writing, and I think I could write a movie or two by talking with them and sharing their ideas with many other people.
So you talked about writing a movie or two by listening to the ideas of fellow writers. So, do you believe in the saying or the understanding that is the more we learn about and of other people's story, the more we grow our own?
Yeah, definitely. Because see this, because the person that we are seeing, the ideals and many other people, they have already came through the phase that we have been in. So they know the ideas, and they know they have so many skills that even if we can implement a single percent of it, we can easily make ourselves better and improvise ourselves. So I think that if we learn and think with each other, with other people who are better than us, it will definitely make ourselves better, and it will improve us.
So, you also mentioned that these idols and these people we put up on pedestals have gone through the same age as us. Do you believe or not that there's a generational divide caused by technology and other social factors? Because as we see, just comparing up to our parents' generation, they did not have readily easy access to the internet back in those times as much as we have today and as much as our juniors have. So do you believe there's a generational divide or not in that sense?
Yeah, definitely. Because the upcoming generation, the generation that is later than ours, they will be even more familiar with technology than we are. So I think them being more familiar with the technologies and all, it will just make entertainment sector better, because there is a huge role of technology in entertainment sector. Let's take Spider-Man for example. Spider-Man, if you see ropes and all hanging, because obviously it's all made up, because no one can be a fictional hero. And if you see the ropes and all being tongue hanged to the man, hanged to the Spider-Man, it wouldn't feel so good. So we have multiple VFX device, we have VR devices that make it possible. So what I'm saying is that if our generation can do that, then the other generation that is about to come, that is about to be more familiar with the technology than us, I think definitely they'll make better movies. And the inclusion of AI has also will also play a great role in making movies.
Yes, so you mentioned about AI in movies. So we've recently seen that uh, throughout the last year in the USA, there was the SAG-AFTRA strike where writers were on strike and then actors joined them, and there was a lot of legal and union proceedings over in the USA about securing the jobs of actors and writers and living in this dark artificial intelligence age. So, moving forward, what do you think will be the situation of the writers' room? How much do you think AI will take it over? And is AI able to create as good and as authentic stories as humans can?
Now, to answer your first question, if they can take over or not, they can definitely take over, because right now also, if you go to chat bots like ChatGPT and ask them to make a script about a movie that according to your preferences, and you get the script, you get like a whole script for a good 3 hours movie. And thinking that it's definitely possible to take over the writer's room. But when you say that if it will be better than us or not, because we humans are emotional beings, and I think the writers, they do a really great job putting their efforts and emotion into the script that they make, so that it can feel as real and as good for the audience that view the program. And it's also a great role for the actors to convey the message to the audience, because the medium between the storyteller and the story listener is a actor. So if an actor can't do his or her job properly, then definitely it won't be good. But going back to the question, I don't think AI can do a better job than humans in the field of literature or script writing.
So you mentioned that AI can for sure take over, but they can't do as good a job.
Yeah, definitely.
So, when it comes to artificial intelligence, we know that their data runs off of already available and already shown human data, right? So, once again, I think this also supports your point that they can take over. We can make movies and TV shows just by following their script, but it won't be good, as fresh, and as authentic.
Because that's there's a reason behind it, because we humans are like we are bonded with each other, right? So like if the writer has a problem in his ongoing in his life, then it's highly possible that the other person, watcher, the audience, also have the same problem ongoing on their life. So if they share the problems, because AI does not have any problems, right? AI can't relate with humans. So if the scriptwriter can effectively relate with us, and you have seen in many movies, they have taken a social problem that is going on, and they have made solutions for it. That's how human beings make movies, by putting emotion and putting the authenticity, and just creating a movie by bonding with each other. And I feel like AI can't take over and do that. Just like you said, they can. Of course, AI can take anything from the internet, and it uses that to make themselves better. But I don't think AI can do a better job than humans in literature.
Yes, so I did really like your point that you mentioned about those lines. They can play a certain role, but they can't take over, as they don't have problems. Humans have problems, and they can come up with solutions to those. But AI just has a list of problems, a list of possible solutions, and no emotional connection to it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. So, moving towards other facets of technology in entertainment industry, do you think we could have robots acting?
Robots acting, yeah, definitely, because there we have seen AI making videos. We have seen fake people making videos, and we have also seen deep fake. The deep fake means body of someone else and face of someone else, and we have seen all of those. And then we can really say that they can do it, but it's just like the previous questions that you asked me. They can't act as emotionally, in my opinion, because I haven't seen an emotional thing till now, emotional video created by AI. But I don't know what the future has in store for us. AI can I'm saying this, but AI can definitely make something better than humans. But in acting and literature, I don't think AI can beat humans, because humans are emotional beings, and I don't think they can put as much emotions as we can easily.
So, in acting, in literature, and other fields where a lot of emotion is showcased to the audience, they can't take over. But perhaps in the technical side, in the scientific side, how far do you think they could go?
In practical and scientific side, they will absolutely go very far. They will reach depths that humans have not reached. AI, they can make four dimensional shapes and objects like it's nothing, and we humans, we can't even comprehend them. And that's how it is. And AI can do anything, because it searches the internet, and it searches for everything, and it just makes itself better, so that it can prove itself better and give the information to all. And I think there has been a recent debate on artificial intelligence making robots. So it's robot making robots, and I don't know the results of the debate, but there is a debate going on. So that's how it is nowadays.
Yes, so all of these things going on around the world, in tech, in social issues, and our generation having to come up to deal with it. So, reaching the age that you are in right now, you're going to finish a part of your high school career in 10 this year. So, what are some things that you have seen that have made an impact on you, and again, what have you learned from them?
Me, I
Along the lines of social issues, technology, and things that we've been seeing in this world and we've been impacted by as youth.
I I think that definitely the things that are going on, it impacts us in various ways. Let's talk about the war. going on. The war going on has increased the cost of many products. Even though we are not directly related to those stuffs, we are indirectly related due to all these taxes, inflation, and all. So yeah, we are affected.
Yes, and about the moral and ethical dilemma, what have you been seeing and taking in and learning as all of this goes on around the world?
The ethical and moral side.
Yes.
I from AI.
From AI and other social issues, like you just mentioned, the war in Russia and Ukraine, and the Gaza Hamas war, and other social issues that we see even nearby Nepal. So, uh, what have you been taking in and learning from those? Because we're the next generation, and we are going to be the ones to fight with those, to fight with climate change, and to see the progress of AI and technology further. So, could you share if you have any thoughts on that?
Me, I think the ongoing social problems and everything, it has impacted quite in ethical and moral way. I think there are cases with AI also being supporter of Nazi and all, due to the wrong impact in the program that is written in. There is various bugs in AI, of course, because it is a man-made program. It will have bugs. And talking about the ethical and moral side of the present situation, there I think there is a lack of moral principles nowadays, because a bigger country is attacking smaller country for the bigger country's goods. And like we have seen Russia and Ukraine's war, and the Gaza Hamas war going on. So I think we are lacking on that side. So it would be better if we can improve ourselves on the ethical and moral values.
Yes, I like that point that you mentioned about improving ourselves on the ethical and moral side and cultivating an environment from home, from school, and forward. What I see as the reasons for this are mostly hate and intolerance. All like there's a quote that has been stuck with me for a long time. The want for peace is what causes people to start wars.
Definitely.
Yes, and we're the next generation dealing with this. There's all of these other factors, the wars, the conflicts, the even the small conflicts between people, between our friends, and larger global issues like climate change and the ecosystem. So I do like what you mentioned on that. We should increase our moral and ethical standing, and as children and as the next generation fighting against this, I think we should just take this and learn from what we can do to make sure that our generation does not repeat this in the future when we are in those seats of authority.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, so in conclusion, is there anything else you would like to share?
I would like to say that if anybody wants to go to the entertainment sector, like I've said before, being shy is everything that human being. It's a human kind of thing. So if you are not shy, it feels quite odd, because you have to get over it, and you have to make sure that you get over it and learn through the experience while you are going over your sci factor. And that's all I'd like to say about the entertainment sector.
Yes, and overall on today's discussion, are there any last points that you would like to leave the audience with?
I would like to tell each and every one of you, be happy, work hard in any sector that you want. Work hard, be happy, and have fun along the way, because it's not how much you work. Because when you grow up, when you are in your old times, telling your grandkids, you won't say, I worked this hard, I worked like 24 hours a day, I didn't sleep at all. You won't say that. You'll say about the funs that you had. I was with my friend here. I went hiking to some mountains. I went in a bike. I bought a bike. I went traveling. So it's all about having fun, because like the hard work that we do nowadays, it's just for the future, for the betterment of the future. And if we don't enjoy ourselves in the middle of the struggle, I don't think it will be good for the struggle as well, because it will keep a mental toll on your mind. and I don't think you can work very very efficiently without 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 being entertained in yourself and having trust in yourself.
Yes, so I do like that point that you mentioned about the mental toll that it takes on us. We should go in with a clear mind, focus on our quality of work, and then enjoy the rest of the time.
Definitely.
Do the work when needed according to time, then you can enjoy the rest of it.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so this is the end of Babylon Kidcast episode for this week. I hope you all enjoyed watching and being in this conversation with me, and we hope to see you next time.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.